Today, we're going to talk about how the coronavirus outbreak, this epidemic, can help you as a home buyer and as a home seller or even a homeowner who's thinking about refinancing. Yes, I did say help you. Go ahead, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get to that video right now. Hey there, my name is Nick Good. I'm your Dallas-Fort Worth real estate agent. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, first off, thank you. Second, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell and leave us a comment. Love to know what you think about our videos. And today's topic, we're going to talk about, just like what you saw, how the coronavirus, this epidemic that's affecting the stock market. It's crippling countries right now when it comes to getting people in and out, flying in and out, people leaving, they're getting quarantined. But how can it help you if you are thinking about buying a home? Maybe you're thinking about selling your home. Maybe if you're in your home, you're like, you know what, I don't want to sell, but I want to refinance. How can this epidemic right now help you? And I'm going to bring in Elizabeth Austin. I did an interview with her earlier today through Facebook Live, so I'm going to splice that video in, and you're going to find out how, if you are a home buyer, if you're thinking about buying a home, if you're thinking about selling a home, or if you're thinking about refinancing a home, how this epidemic can help you. Again, thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and splice this video in. Please let us know your thoughts by dropping a comment down below. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great week, and I know that you're going to want to watch what we have to talk about today. Because how could you not, with the title of How Can Home Buyers Take Advantage of the Ongoing Coronavirus Epidemic right now, right? So in all reality, it was, coming up with this topic or this title was more one to try to get people to click and watch. But if you don't know what's going on right now, there's the outbreak of the coronavirus, stock market that's taken a nosedive over the last couple of days, and we want to see the positive in this, right? And so
gotta find the positive in any situation.
The positive in this, and one thing that's really come up with the positive in this, and I really should say how homebuyers and homeowners can take advantage of this is what we're experiencing right now is mortgage rates currently plunged to 8-year lows amid coronavirus fears, and so. The good news with that is interest rates are now at 8-year lows. And so we are seeing, home buyers coming off the fence, because I know you're using that, and I want to ask you some questions on how you're talking to your clients about this.
Yeah.
But I know that our favorite loan officer, Michael DeBacker, right? So Brian Inskip couldn't resist the tagline. See, it works.
Yeah.
It works. I know that our favorite loan officer, Michael DeBacker, a.k.a. Mortgage Mike, is just being run over by refinances right now.
I would say refinances and a lot of first-time home buyers, and then people taking advantage of to sell and buy.
Absolutely.
So everyone.
Yeah. So if you're watching this live, just go ahead and type L in the comments down below. If you're watching the replay, type R. We want to keep this going. Just to help consumers and agents really understand that. They need to be helping their clients take advantage of these low interest rates.
The opportunity in the market right now.
So refinance applications surged 165% annually as homeowners rushed into lock-in rates, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. We are starting to see the first-time homebuyer market pick back up as well, right? So one thing that we're seeing is the first-time homebuyer market in January comprised of 32% of home sales. During that month, that's up from 29% a year ago.
Also, single ladies, I don't know if you knew this, but you're dominating the first-time homebuyer market and outpacing your counterpart of single males.
Absolutely.
So I think single females comprise 22% of first-time homebuyers, and males are at like 10%.
But is that from first-time homebuyers? Is that in homebuyers in general? I think it's homebuyers in general.
It could be homebuyers.
I mean, I just helped a single mom put a home under contract. Got a great deal on it.
Oh, I just closed on a single woman sale today, and then we close on the purchase tomorrow.
Absolutely. So let's walk through how home buyers, and then we can throw homeowners in there as sellers, and if you're not thinking about selling, you could take this from a refinance option. Reach out to Michael DeBacker, Mortgage Mike, we'll tag him. We'll tag him in this. But what are you talking to buyers and sellers right now? with taking advantage of this? I know you're not saying the coronavirus.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying the coronavirus when I talk to my clients, but I am talking about the interest rates, and this is something that's impacting those. And hey, listen, we all still have to live life, so take advantage of it if you can. So it is something that I talk about with home buyers because money's cheaper right now. This is a great opportunity, and with where we're at in the market, prices aren't sky high like they were in 2015, 2016. So people don't have to have quite the same concerns of buying at the top of the market and then also paying more in an interest rate. So
Right.
overall, like for the whole transaction, you're typically getting a better financial deal right now with that. From a homeowner's perspective, every time I'm talking to homeowners, the good news is if they're financing their next home, which 90% of the people I work with are, then this is something that they'll get to take advantage of then. However, it's keeping buyers in the market because it makes it more affordable. This all goes into someone's debt to income ratio, what they can qualify for, like this interest rate, their monthly payment. So it's keeping that pool of buyers strong for your home, so that we can help get you that best possible offer, net the most amount of money, and then get you to take advantage of this on your next property.
Right, and right now, this article that I'm looking at came from the National Association of Realtor magazine, dated, it was dated yesterday, February 25th, 2020, and they talked about on average right now the interest rate is around 3.34%, and that was as of Monday, so that would have been the 24th.
Yeah.
And the last time that we hit that was in 2012, and then just a smidge, just briefly in 2016. But
when
it didn't
Brexit happened, probably?
Yeah, probably that's
Okay.
what happened. So it's really as a home buyer and a homeowner who's either going to refinance or sell their house, they can take advantage of these issues going on.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a great opportunity. So when you're talking to a home seller who's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to sell right now. Maybe I want to wait till the summertime.
Right. Okay. So first of all, a few things. You ultimately don't know what's going to happen with the market when it comes to interest rates. So what we do know for sure is where we're at right now. So that's something that I would definitely keep in mind. I don't foresee them doing some big skyrocket, of course. However, you want to take advantage of these lows because a small percentage can make a difference in your monthly payment. But also, just in general, from a homeowner standpoint, waiting until summertime, because statistically it's the best time of year to sell, you also have more competition that you're up against at that point. So it can actually be less desirable than it is sometimes in January or February to get your home on the market. Like, guys, this does not trail behind by that significant of amount of percentage of what you can get for your home, and you don't think about having more competition can increase your time on the market, which ultimately is an impact to your net and your cost because you're holding that property for longer. And this is not the point of this video, but I do have a lot of people that we're seeing a phenomenal start to 2020 really early in the year. And
so hold that thought.
Okay.
So phenomenal start, right? So I'm reading this right here. So you talk about that.
And
yes,
can hold
right.
my thought.
Right. So hold on to that. Again, if you're watching live, type L in the comments down below. If you're typing R, type replay. Our buddy Joe Rosen, thanks, man. He said, amazing title. What a unique topic. And this works for both home buyers and
You
home
guys,
sellers.
this is just going straight to his head.
It is.
Can't even.
But the National homeownership rate has been rising strongly among people younger than 35. It has increased from 35.4% in early 2019 to 37.6% in late 2019. And across all age groups, existing home sales are off to a strong start. So they use strong, not phenomenal. So yours is phenomenal, right? It's really strong. At 5.46 million for 2020 is that estimated home sales mark.
If you've made it to this point in the video, I want to ask you a question. If you're a homeowner, at what age did you buy your first home? Because you just talked about that age has dropped when most people are buying, and people younger and younger are starting to purchase. So I'm really curious how old you were.
I was 24.
Oh, you're making me look bad.
I was 24 years old when I bought my first home. My brother Austin was...
Does it count if you didn't live in it? Because technically, I bought a home last year.
No, it still counts.
Okay,
yeah, it still counts.
So I was 20... how old was I? 27.
27. So I do know that my brother I think was 22 when he bought his first house.
Overachiever.
Still has that home today and has it as a rental. But so go back. So phenomenal start. So Nelly agrees. Phenomenal first quarter.
Why are you laughing? Yeah, it's a great. Okay,
Yep.
I was like, what's the laugh face?
Nelly purchased her first home at age 20.
Wow,
So that's
awesome.
So again, phenomenal start. So you're seeing this strong first quarter start.
I'm seeing a strong first quarter. Like, I work with probably more sellers at this point in my career than buyers. It's probably a 60-40 split if I looked at it. However, activity on our listings is great. And I mean, a lot goes into that. It is the marketing, it is pricing, right? It's everything that we do. However, we had a really weird patch, I would say, in October and November of last year, which is kind of a weird time because we don't normally experience that.
Yeah.
But starting like mid-December, which is a weird time to pick up, but it kind of did, and then going really strong into January and February. And something that I'm talking about with a lot of my sellers, and I think it's on buyers' minds too, is making this move happen before we get too close to the election in November. So a lot of people, some homes can sell in 2 weeks, some homes can sell in 30 days. It always depends on your micro market in the larger market that you're in. But there could be a few homes where you're going to be quoted a few months to sell because you could have such a unique property that you want to go ahead and start looking at this now so that you can be wrapped up with this whole process before we get to the election time.
Absolutely. I love it. And really what we're
Thanks, Nelly.
well,
Brian was 24 too.
Yeah, Brian and I right at the same time, 24 years old. And then I bought my second house. I'm trying to remember when my second. I think I was.
Then I bought my fourth and my fifth.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's just me making fun
yes.
of him.
So, if you are a first-time home buyer, if you're thinking about buying a home, maybe you've owned a house before, you got out, you were renting, it's a great time to take advantage, one, of these low interest rates, right? Because we're seeing it lower. Typically, we're either getting at or just a hair under or a smidge over what they're paying in rent.
Let me also tell you about that. Speaking of taking advantage of it, I have a few clients who are not first-time homeowners, first-time buyers, but I helped them buy their first home within the past 2 to 3 years. So they bought at the peak of the market, and our market is either leveled or maybe dropped a little bit in value, and they are willing to sell and just break even and not necessarily make money to take advantage of where the market is now to get into a different type of home, maybe a bigger home, because these mortgage rates are so great that they're not like having a hardcore increase in their payment, or they're able to get what they want.
Yep.
So I actually, the buyer or the seller's mindset even is, I don't have to always make this huge profit if I can achieve my goals.
Yeah, if they can move up, if they can upgrade houses, if they can, get into what they're wanting.
Yeah, I'm working with someone today on that, and we're getting really specific on what we can do to sell and help them buy, but that's exactly what we're looking at because they just hit 2-year mark of being in the home.
Absolutely. Well, if this is something that you're interested in doing, whether you're a first-time home buyer again, or you're a buyer,
if you're leasing, there's ways to get out.
Yes, there are ways that we can help you. There's ways that we can help you if you are stuck in a lease right now. So just reach out to us. If you're a homeowner who is contemplating refinancing versus selling and upgrading or downsizing, etc., let us talk you through that. We're not going to always advocate you to sell your home.
Nope. I just had a client go. I looked at what I could sell for, connecting with Michael. He ended up going the refi, but it financially made more sense for him.
Absolutely.
So we'll be honest with you. I'll drop my information below, and that way, if you have any questions about that, I can do some analysis for you and see how I can help you out.
So this is one way in the real estate game how you can take advantage of this epidemic of the coronavirus going on right now. I know the stock market is taking a dive right now, so at least enjoy these lower rates and reach out to us if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. I will drop Elizabeth's information in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell. All right, have a great day.